Right. I don't know what's a good word for it when you just come back and I know we didn't want to say and we're back or something like that.
Yeah, it could be more like a welcome to another episode, but I think that's part of the intro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. And if it's weird, I'm gonna cut it off anyway. So
When we become professionals, maybe we'll figure that out.
Cheers, mix, click, and code with Boozy Browsing, sipping and fixing the web one cocktail at a time.
and I'm going with rosé.
Roseanne.
It's a smaller bottle, but it was more expensive than the big bottles I got last time. So I was like, must be good. South of France, rosé. It was like Hampton water. It's probably France, but why is it Hampton? Anyways, I mean the bottle was cute. That's why I bought it. To be
Mhm.
honest, but yeah. So it's like it's not even a twist off. It has that weird cork thing. So I gotta open this first. If you wanna introduce your drink, why
Yeah.
figure out how to open this thing?
So I went with it's Boulevard Brewing Dark Truth.
Oh,
So it's an imperial stout. I've already started it. Not this one, but
oh,
I bought it a few days ago.
oh.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. And it's a stout.
Really?
I wish I could get like better into differentiating different stouts, but I mean, they just taste good.
I mean, at least you find a lot of different stouts.
Well, yeah, there's
I
plenty.
literally buy stouts based on the stuff that you drink.
Yeah. These are good. These are this Colorado brewery, so
Huh?
I'm sure they, I'm sure they're big enough to be in Florida, though.
Mm. Finally got this cover thing up. So I'm like,
Or no, maybe they're. I thought they were based in Colorado. Yeah, they're definitely big enough because they're based in Kansas City, Missouri, and they're here. So,
yeah, it's like it's a little cute cork.
what is that cork? I can't see it.
It came with it. It's like glass cork, but I
Wow,
can close
that's
it.
super
All
fancy.
right. Although I'll probably finish this before. It's a smaller bottle. It's like a half bottle.
The
So
375,
it's 300.
like a cork.
Where the hell? Oh, 375. Yes.
Yeah. My computer fan is going like crazy. I had
I don't,
something running and I tried to kill it, but
I don't hear it.
it must be canceling it out really well.
Yeah, but you're just getting blurry.
Is that the drinking or the?
No, your camera just got blurry when you said the fan kicked off, and it.
Uh,
Res-
it's been going for a while though. Yeah, internet.
I like it. I probably wouldn't like it if I have to drink more than a couple glasses because it's kind of
It's
sweet.
sweet. Mm.
Yeah, but I think I probably needed a little bit of sugar.
Well, this isn't going to help me for the finishing out the rest of the day. It will help me with cooling off from all the meetings we've had today, though. So
Yeah, I know. I don't know how we
relax
schedule
now.
everything that's stacked up like that.
So you going to
Alright.
go through today's topic? Introduce it.
So I think on previous episode we hinted it. So it's a death by a million milliseconds. The speed tax on every transaction.
So
Doodle.
AI came up with that tagline, but now that I'm hearing it,
Mhm.
a million milliseconds is actually
1,000,000,000 milliseconds.
it's a fairly long time. That's like 10.
It's like a second, isn't it?
That no, 1,000 milliseconds is a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 1,000 milliseconds. I thought you said a million. Never mind. I heard it completely wrong.
It's a second.
I was hearing a million milliseconds. A thousand.
Did
Yeah.
I say it wrong? Maybe I
No,
did.
it's seconds. It's by seconds.
Yeah.
I was, it's death by a million cuts, I think, or maybe it is 1,000 cuts.
1,000 cuts.
Is it 1,000 cuts? I thought it was,
It's a
whatever.
sure
Apparently
thing.
I'm wrong today completely. Who knows what I said on today's meetings?
But it's interesting because I think one of our meetings, we are just talking about one of the questions we got was about somewhat similar to this. So we can probably touch base on that, especially on the bigger scale enterprise site that has 10 million page review per month type of sites. What this means more, but this also means relevant for smaller companies and smaller sites or smaller e-commerce sites.
Yeah. Well, it is one of those things that I'll use the term loosely scales very well up and down because it's about the individual user and not like, so these numbers are proven at scale, but they work all the way down, right? So like we have Amazon in here. Sounds like the biggest player in e-commerce still today. When they put out numbers, they're fully optimized on everything else. And when they talk about speed, you can take that to heart. Like it's going to impact you just about the same way, very
Right.
close to the same numbers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Percent.
and sometimes you just don't realize that it's hitting it because it might not
Right.
be very obvious, but you're losing the same amount of traffic or whatever, but you just don't know it because like the site like a site that has 10 million page per view a month, they know it right away because there's so many people going there and noticing that the
Right.
difference as to your site is not if you don't have that many page views, you might not notice it, but the effect is pretty much the same.
Yeah,
So
I
it's all
think this
about
is this is a metric that a lot of companies, like brand type companies, probably don't truly measure and store the way larger companies do.
mm,
Like this is a metric that you would store at least daily, what you're getting daily, but also like maybe by hour, to understand like what your site loads at different hours of the day, maybe, but at least every day, so that like why did if you start looking at like, oh, my numbers are off, my sales numbers are off, right? Like
mhm,
this is one of the things you can look at. Like, was the site slow that week for some reason? But if you're not recording it, you would never know. You could
right,
just, oh, you pull it up on your phone, it's like, yeah, it's slow today. It's like, well, that's a problem.
right. Yeah. If you're a customer that wants to go buy something and like you just get slow interaction, you just get frustrated. Like
Yeah.
every little thing counts. Like you don't want because if you have an amazing product that people want to buy and then you just get customer come to your website and get frustrated because you built your site wrong, that's a very huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, we have a stat in here that's like, what is it? Half of all sites are 6 seconds on mobile.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like 53%.
yeah, Google would like it to be 3 and half are 6. Like, think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I fell asleep. Like 2 more seconds I had to wait for that site to load. Really? Like, that's what well, apparently, half. And I notice it. Like, I'm on a mobile phone on a real mobile like connection. Okay, 3G, let's say, or 5G, maybe. Um, Sites are that slow, and
Yeah.
it's really frustrating. Unless I know that I have to go there,
Yeah.
I'm I'm already ready to leave before I even
Right.
see the homepage.
Right. And like, yeah, and that's about I think this is actually if you want to really see the numbers. So estimated revenue loss from a 1 second mobile delay on a 10 million e-commerce site is $400,000 a year. It's like, but
Yeah,
a lot of sites, and you might have higher revenue. That means that it's a lot more. Yeah, I mean, like there
yeah.
are a bunch of other stats. So it's like there are like we can share this later, but it's
I mean, that's what, 4%. Like,
Mhm.
it sounds like around like, oh yeah, there's lots of variables that can go up or down, but why wouldn't you just improve this one thing? Like, it
Right.
doesn't take a better product, doesn't take better copy, doesn't take better images. Well, it takes improving images. We'll get to that later. But performance is one of those things that's just a technical challenge that you either need to pay a little bit to fix it, pay a little bit per month to get better hosting, or you know some
Mhm.
other solutions that we have in place.
Right.
But
And
it is
also,
not a big change.
yeah. And also, you might be wondering why mobile, but like we've been talking about why mobile is very important, but just to give you the actual stats for it,
Mhm.
62% of global e-commerce traffic now comes from mobile devices. And people are using it more and more because like they'll be on the road, they'll be out there and try to buy something on your phone. Why not?
Yeah, I'm,
Especially for outdoors, you might be out there and just like, oh, I realize like I need something on my car or the overlanding gears, or you
yeah,
might be hiking. I was like, oh, I wish I have something on my shoes for whatever. So like those might be the time, especially for outdoor brands that they'll be on mobile.
yeah. I'm on my laptop with multiple monitors all day long for work. As soon as I'm not at work, I'm never on a laptop.
Right.
Not weekends, not at night, not early in the morning. I'm always on my phone. Like that's what I use. So, and I'm like I'll do some research for certain things on my laptop during the business hours, right? I mean, who doesn't? But the majority of it is still like looking it up. Someone tells me about something, I click on it, and I'm looking at it the first time. Most of my first impressions are from my phone.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the most people because, like, you're out there. I was like, oh, right. I got to look at this. Oh, right. I
Mhm.
needed this. Or, like, you might be just like watching TV or you might be like right about to sleep. I was like, oh, right. I wanted to make sure that I remember this and then put it on your phone and search for it. Yeah. So these stats are, I mean, we are
Cool.
aware of it, but it's like we don't need to emphasize how important it
The
is. And
thing is, like, I've been talking about this for at least 20 years, right? And we've got numbers in here that are 20 years old from Google because, like, that was when they started pushing these things. It hasn't changed. Like, they're
yeah.
still showing the same results when people get to slow sites. When there's a 100 millisecond difference, there's
Mhm.
an impact to people wanting to check out, wanting to purchase from a site, having a good first impression. Like that's the difference that you need to make. It's small. It's super small, and if you can keep incrementing up, you keep incrementing those changes up. As far as like the brand value, people's actually desire to go back to your site or to refer the site to someone else to check out.
Yeah.
Those are all metrics that are all affecting these metrics.
It's interesting that you mentioned 20 years, and I was just reading about Amazon figured this out in 2006
Mhm.
that every 10 milliseconds of latency costs them 1% of sales. At, at Amazon's current scale, that's $3.8 billion in today's term. That's They figured that out in 2006, and it still is true.
So it is 100%
Really?
true. And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, we were trying to shave off kilobytes back then because
Uh-huh.
percent wise, it was a lot, right?
Yeah.
Now we're having to shave off megabytes because images and videos and just bloat, all kinds of bloat, they're so big. Like a website could be 5 to even 10 megabytes,
Yeah.
um, which is unheard of on a mobile. Like that's why it's 6 seconds to download it because it's so big. On a desktop, like with a good network, it looks instant, so you don't know that it's so big. um, but that's the reason when you're on a phone, it's so slow because these sites are just so big today, and you
Right.
have to cut so much per, to get the same percent kind of fixes.
Yeah. And I think it's funny that the analogies put. Let's say you spend 50K on a product photography to make it super fancy. You pay for it, got hired, amazing photographer, looks amazing. It goes with like it's a ginormous image that you try to dump it into your site. And your customer spent 6 seconds to download it to look at that amazing image. And they left at second three because they couldn't want to. Like how Matt was doing. One.
I fell asleep trying to count to 6.
They're like, "Alright, F it, leave."
Yep.
And the photo shoot just performed the empty room, like, it's just like you just lost that investment that you try to put in.
Yeah, and you could still, the thing is, you don't, it's not that you shouldn't have photos, you should, and they can still be amazing. Like on a phone, the photos can be really amazing and not take, you know, 5 megs for the
Yeah,
site. Like,
yeah,
you can have a site load in under a second on a mobile device and have really good photos. Like, it's not, well, I was gonna say it's not that hard. It is, otherwise more kind of SaaS solutions out there, out of the box solutions would do it. Unfortunately, the out of the box ones don't do it appropriately,
mhm,
and it does take a little bit of manual effort to get it done right.
right. But, I mean, I remember when we're doing some audits for different sites, and there were one site, I was like February or some other one site that we were both, like, very, very impressed with because everything loaded
Mm,
and really quick, and we did the mobile and everything was fast enough, and then obviously the product was amazing, but they're really doing well. And that's the image where like it's not just for frustrating the customers and making them leave, but you also want that as a brand image that you are not frustrating your customers. Who doesn't want to go to the pretty site that loads fast? So, I mean, we talked about core web vitals at one point. Do you want to just highlight it a little bit that how it can help you?
I think at a high level, we could talk real quick. So it's the details are pretty technical, but if you think about Google essentially put these metrics in place because the original performance metrics weren't really, they were testing numbers that weren't affecting the actual user, like the user's impression of a site. So if you ever gone to a site, we've talked about this a little bit before, things kind of move around or they shift. Like if you're about to click on something, then they move, or you click on something and it's not, I can't do anything. Like that at a high level is what's happening to affect performance. And that's what Google has been monitoring for quite a while now, since 2021, I guess. So I feel like even longer, but maybe it was fully introduced then, because we were definitely talking about these types of things. So they have actual statistics that you can get from your site so that they understand like all those numbers, right? And they have very specific metrics of what it takes to get to a point. Because a person's not going to click instantly. They're going to click after a like 1.2 seconds or something like that. So as long as it's faster than that and they can click on something, you're good. Like it can take a 1 second, but it's good. And the shifting, it can't shift. Like you can't have the content moving around. The main image or the main text, it needs to load instantly. If that's what you have above the fold and it's the largest, they call it contentful paint, the largest piece of content there needs to be the instant piece that loads. Everything else below, everything else ancillary can kind of fade in, can kind of come in a second or two later. It doesn't really matter. So that's what they're measuring against. And that's what very good tools, very easy tools to pull in or just look at. And they'll give you the scoring for it.
Yeah. And it's like if you don't understand it, now Matt just explained like how to understand it. And it's a free tool. Why not use it? And it's like I think it's like what 61% of e-commerce store have never looked at it. Like you're it's not that hard to look at it. It's a free tool that you can just put it in to look at it to see where you stand. Eh, Otherwise, how are you going to know where you stand?
Right.
So we really encourage you to look at it and see if it's too hard to make it optimized, then you reach out for someone like us, then like we can easily give you
I'll do it
advice.
for free.
Yeah.
We have a lot of tools that give me the URL and I'll run it and it's essentially their tools, but we have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of layers on top of that that'll give you all the information.
Right. So like, and then we can list it out to things you can do on your own versus if you really want to go the next level, then you can hire us or you can do whatever, but then we'll give you some of the things that you can do on your own to make it better. So we encourage you to use it.
Please make it better.
Yeah.
Every site.
Yeah.
I'm tired of going to slow sites.
Yeah, because we are the customers too, because we use those sites and we want to buy things that are good. But why not? Like, why make it a horrible experience for all the customers? All right, so some of the things that we can recommend to fix for very common issues.